And I'm only getting older, so somebody should have told you I'm on one. Drake.
I stopped thinking the way other people think a long time ago. You gotta think like you think. Rocky Balboa.
Bang.
Good morning, everyone. I was not originally planning on giving a chapel talk before this year. But for those of you who know me, and also for those of you who don't, I couldn't deny you all the opportunity of sitting in front of me while I talk. Hello, I am Jordy Nelson, a sixth form boarder from Glastonbury, Connecticut, and my favorite season is spring. A time when the weather begins to get warmer, the vibrant colors of trees and flowers are rising. Spring fever begins to take hold of all of us. Sometimes spring fever makes us hang out on the quad all day, even when we have 3 days left to write a chapel talk to give in front of the entire school. I really can't imagine anyone doing that. Back to my thoughts on spring. I've learned that although we might want it to be, not every day in spring is rainbows and sunshine. In fact, spring can be filled with gloomy days and heavy rainstorms. I remember last year, at the beginning of quarantine, when it seemed as if it rained and rained for days. We were all unable to go outside, let alone for the rain, but also for the state-mandated quarantine. April also, of course, begins with April Fool's Day, a day where we all plan pranks and hopefully don't get pranked. Fun, right? Not so much for me. April 1st is also my birthday, so lots of times I am getting pranked and not pulling the pranks. You know, as much as the day is filled with a myriad of cheerful happy birthdays, there are also the humorous comments of, "Your birthday is a joke." When I wake up to it raining on my birthday, I'm not even surprised or sad about it. I've just become used to the weather on my birthday. Still, people expressing their excitement for a rainy day is one thing I've never heard a single soul say, ever. And I live with Jamaican parents, in case you don't know, and they never stop talking. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go sip pina coladas and dance in the rain, but gloomy days remind me that there's always going to be bad stuff mixed in with the good stuff. Once again, as I start a new year of my life, I'm always hopeful. Growing up, we've all heard the silly phrase, "April showers bring May flowers." This has become a memorable motto in my life to represent the beauty and growth of spring. Even my journey at Westminster started off with some rain. I remember one time sitting with Mr. Overby, wearing my baby blue plaid button-down shirt, khakis, and for the first time in my life, a navy blazer. As we sat on Kai's house porch for my first boarding school interview, it was very clear how nervous I was. A shy, quiet 8th grader. At the time, I was not ready for boarding school in the slightest, and I was not admitted as a student that year. Yeah, I was quite upset, like any other person would be. The news really rained on my parade. But 2 years later, I had the opportunity to submit another application for Westminster. And this time, I was accepted as a 4th form student into the class of 2021. As graduation approaches, I'm glad to get to be a part of such a great class. And over the course of this spring, I've realized that my decision to enroll as a student here has been one of my best. I've been able to meet some of my closest friends over my time here. I've enjoyed making memories, listening to, and playing music on the quad in between classes. I'm thrilled to be able to play competitive ice hockey, soccer, lacrosse, and even spike ball. Living in alumni this year with the third form boys has been fun and gratifying. And although this year in particular has been different for all of us because of the pandemic, this spring I've enjoyed seeing the smiles on my classmates' faces, even for a split second as we have some fun. We all face difficult moments, but I'm hopeful as I look ahead to the rest of this year. We may have to weather a few more rainstorms, but let's not focus on those April showers. It's time for us to continue to grow something beautiful for the years to come. Thank you.